Thanks for joining us for a summary of our report on ethics management in the BC Public Service. In this audit, we examined government's framework for managing ethics within the core BC Public Service. That's the ministries and central agencies that manage government's programs and activities. We also expected to find central accountability for coordinating and managing ethics across the BC Public Service. Overall, we found that government has set expectations for ethical behavior and that good practice elements are in place to reinforce it. As part of our audit, we surveyed 25,000 public service employees. Many had positive feedback and generally perceived the likelihood of unethical behavior as low. However, both the survey and our audit revealed that government must do more to strengthen the coordination and oversight of ethics management. Sustaining a culture of ethical conduct requires ongoing, conscious effort. During this audit, we did not go looking for cases of wrongdoing or unethical behavior. This report didn't set out to conclude on whether the public service as a whole is ethical. It's not that simple. Ethics is about individual behavior. 1 or 2 or even 5 acts of unethical behavior do not make an entire public service unethical. Instead, we looked at whether or not government has a robust ethics management framework that first sets expectations of ethical behavior, and second, actively communicates and reinforces that behavior. A big part of our audit was finding out how public servants experience ethics in the workplace. We surveyed approximately 25,000 BC government employees and over 12,000 responded. Many had positive feedback about ethical behavior in their workplace and generally perceived the likelihood of unethical behavior as low. For example, the majority of respondents told us that their senior leaders and supervisors model good ethical behavior, and 62% strongly or somewhat agreed that leaders communicate ethics as a priority. Also, 59% said they don't feel pressure to compromise ethical standards. The survey results also showed areas where government can improve ethics management. For example, just over half of employees report that they have received ethics training, which means many have not. And a concerning number of employees, 28%, told us that over the last 2 years they had observed misconduct in their workplace, but over 1/3 of them didn't report what they saw. The most frequent reason they gave was fear of reprisals. This is a significant finding that government must take steps to resolve. The survey results are in Appendix B of our report, and Appendix C has the results of a second ethics survey that we conducted with the broader public service, covering organizations like the health authorities, school districts, crown corporations, and universities. Our audit also found that government has set expectations for ethical behavior and has some good practice elements in place. For example, all employees must take the oath of employment and promise to be loyal, give service to the government of the day, and faithfully abide by the standards of conduct for public service employees. All new employees must sign that they have read and understand these standards as a condition of their employment. Of course, there is always room for improvement. Overall, we concluded that government must further strengthen its coordination and oversight of ethics management. We found that various government agencies have ethics-related oversight responsibilities, but those agencies aren't always required to report on how well they're meeting those responsibilities. Also, government hasn't established a system-wide accountability for ethics management. Ultimately, a clear lead role across the public service is needed to tie it all together. That's our summary for today. Thanks for joining us, and to read this report and others, or for more information about our office, please visit our website at www.bcauditor.com.